Scheming Sturgeon's independence dream is crumbling, and that is a great thing for Scotland and the security of our union. The disastrous First Minister's desire to be world queen of woke, even if it puts the safety of Scottish women at risk, will now be her undoing. It's Sturgeon's poll tax moment. But unlike Thatcher, she isn't pursuing the destruction of women's rights for ideological reasons, but rather to enhance her own reputation on the international stage. That's morally wrong. And no wonder Scots, even staunch independence supporters, by the way, have now had enough. But as I've said, Sturgeon doesn't really care about Scottish independence. She cares about herself. A stunning intervention from her one-time mentor turned arch nemesis, Alex Salmond, sums up how, quote, self-indulgent nonsense of the Gender Recognition Reform Bill has undone a 30-year, slow-growing political movement.
Get to a position where you say to a majority of our people that you cannot have single-sex spaces prized and worked and strived for because of some daft ideology. The 6% decline in independence vote over a month. And think about that. 30 years of gradually building till we get independence over 50% and then throw it away in some self-indulgent nonsense, which, even if it was right, which it isn't, would hardly be tactically the most astute manoeuvre.
Now, I don't agree with Salmond politically at all. Scottish separatism is a folly. But his diagnosis of Sturgeon's political failure is absolutely correct. She is now a laughingstock. Just look at how she's finally been pulled apart by complacent Scottish media so easily this past week.
I don't see how it's possible to have a rapist within a female prison. This individual case, it's not about whether they are trans or not. In this individual case, this is a person who's been convicted of rape. Trans women are women, but in the prison context, there is no automatic right for a trans woman.
So there are contexts where a trans woman is not a woman?
No, there is. I'm not going to get into the individual circumstances of that particular individual's claims to be a woman, because I don't have enough information about that. The key factor in this case is not the individual's claim to be a woman. The key and, in fact, only important factor in this case is that the individual has been convicted of rape. My comments about her, the person being a rapist is in context of what should happen to them within the prison service.
I think you just referred to Isla Bryson using the word her. Does that mean you do, in fact, think she is a woman?
Anything into... I am trying to rationally...
Individual,
Look,
but you started saying her. Do you regard Isla Bryson as a
she
woman?
Regards herself as a woman. I regard the individual as a rapist.
No wonder her biggest supporters can no longer defend Sturgeon. And no wonder support for Scottish separatism is plummeting too, as Sturgeon's loopy and nonsensical promises are revealed as a mirage. Now we learn Labour's Welsh government under Mark Drakeford is planning a similar policy intervention. More fool him. But again, I embrace what's happening here. Britons are starting to wake up to the very real dangers of a potential Labour-SNP coalition from hell coming soon to Westminster.